today. I will be talking about Lucas's documentary, part 1 and part 2, so both Freeze and Unfreeze. I was gonna have a reaction video, sit down, watch through the whole thing, but I felt like it was more appropriate for me to just have a sit down and just give my own thoughts and opinions. I felt like just watching a reaction and just me nodding and giving comments here and there, I felt like, nah, I'm just gonna have a sit down, properly have my thoughts arranged and have a chat about it, I would say. But yeah, once again, I do want to say that I will be talking about the documentary and just some other stuff mixed here and there, and these are all pure my opinions and thoughts. It's just me giving my 2 cents about the whole situation. But I do want to say, when it comes to the actual allegations and everything, it is up to you. I would recommend you doing your own research and investigation, and whether you believe it or not. But for me, I would recommend you guys doing it yourself and having your own judgment, just like I have done. And this is just once again my belief and understanding from the sources, the stuff that I have read and researched. This is just once again my own opinion. And if you want to hate me for having this opinion, you can go right ahead. I don't really mind, because I still want to put it out there that the reason I'm saying this is because I've seen other people getting bashed for talking about him or taking his side. And go right ahead. If you want to bash me, I'm okay with that. Seriously, I don't really mind. I feel like if you put your opinions and thoughts on the internet, people are gonna either agree or disagree or just have an argument with you. But I'm not really gonna engage in the comment section about it, so go right ahead. I don't really mind. Also, I would recommend watching the documentary by yourself as well. I did it. I sat on my own time, watched it. I really liked it, and I'm just gonna talk about some pieces here and there, some parts that I felt like it was worth making a video and chatting about. So once again, this is all my pure research or whatever. The things that I'm going to talk about, especially in this part, is just allegedly. So nothing's been confirmed or denied, so don't come at me. These are alleged. I'm not saying this is the truth, because once again, we don't know what the truth is. So just to overall say is nothing's officially confirmed, once again, allegedly. But the gist of it is that Lucas and a couple of other members, I believe, once again, posted a video, not a video, but pictures of some say songs in the bubble, and that's kind of when shit hit the fan, I would say, and allegations came in. And if you read through the whole thing, if you have a brain cell or two, you're gonna know the full story behind it. You can see the bigger picture, I would say, I guess you could say. But yeah, the allegations, or the people who made these allegations, you can't really find their accounts right now either, because they're sold. They bought the accounts from someone else and they sold it back in. But if you compare these allegations to actual criminals who have committed these things, the ones that he was accused of, the police usually almost all the time gets involved. Investigations happen from both sides, and then they release statements, one thing, from both sides saying whether it's true or not, confirmed or denied. But that didn't happen in this case. One thing, I don't know why. I'm not going to really dive into it. But yeah, moving on to the actual documentary. So the documentary itself, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was something that I feel like someone should have done a while back, to kind of see the artist, the idol's point of view of how these things impact them, I would say. But I feel like this would have been a lot more impactful if SM made a statement beforehand, either denying the allegations completely or kind of releasing their side or their what they have gathered so far. But once again, SM is a company that everyone knows doesn't treat their artists well. We notice how they have treated their other idols, I would say, till now. A lot of people are kind of comparing this to what happened to Rise from Songhan or Jessica from Girls' Generation, but I feel like these kind of don't apply in this case. For example, in Jessica's case from Girls' Generation, the company gave her an ultimatum, I would say, to either choose her brand or the group. I know they agreed beforehand that they were gonna do both, but once again, SM doesn't really keep their promise or anything, but that's a completely different story. But when it comes to Songhan from Rise, I agree. I don't know why he was kicked out, removed from the group. He should be let back in. He doesn't deserve to be on HTS for no reason. Also, the things he was accused of, it doesn't make sense either. I've checked the SM website under the artists, and if you go and click on Rise, you can see that his name is still there. So hopefully that means that he's not been completely removed from the group. He is coming back, but I really hope that he does, because it makes no sense to remove him. But I want my literature boy back. If you've seen like the SM Rookie thing, then you know what I mean. But once again, I completely went off topic, but moving on to the actual documentary, the first part. But yeah, the first part, seeing him again, hearing his voice, it was a bit emotional, and it was nice to once again see him and if you watch the whole documentary itself, you will understand the whole thing. But I'm just going to talk about some, once again, bits and pieces. So when he talks about his the 6 months he was in basically complete in isolation, and the depressive state that he was in, and how he just wanted to end it all, that kind of hit really hard. Because I feel like as fans and as humans, we really don't learn from our mistakes. And I feel like if he didn't have a good support system with him, or amazing people to actually kind of help him go through with this whole situation, it would have ended in a tragedy yet again. We really, once again, haven't learned from the past, like the way we have treated idols, and how these supposed people or fans were driving these idols to the edge. We really forget that at the end of the day, idols are humans. They have feelings, they have emotions, and they get hurt as much as we do. And I would say even a lot more than us. We rarely ever get anything from the idol's point of view of how controversies actually impacts their well-being and state of mind. And now that we have seen it, people are still making a fuss. When we don't see it, people say, oh, it would be great if we can actually see the behind the scenes. But now that it is there, people are like having a go, like, why is it here? Why are they doing this here and that? But we definitely live in a world where when someone makes one comment, everyone just runs to believe them without looking back, taking a moment to actually find the truth, if there is a truth in anything. And we see this in idols over and over again. Once again, I feel like I went completely off topic, but moving on to the second part. Once again, if you want to watch the whole first part, I will link both of them down below. It's really nice to watch and have a look through, whether you like him or not. It's a nice watch, I would say. But yeah, moving on to the second part, I would say it was nice to see him get connected to his friends, families back in Hong Kong, because the first part of the documentary did say that he misses his family. It was nice to see him back there and kind of seeing his smile come back. It was, I would say, the highlight of the entire documentary. It was nice to see. I see a lot of comments, a lot of people talking about how he's apologizing every 5 minutes, or saying that how he's disappointed everyone. And loads of people are saying, if he's not guilty, why is he apologizing? Which I feel like this is something that I will break it down a bit. I don't know where everyone else is from, but from what I've seen so far, I'd say in like the Korean idol culture, they make their idols apologize for things that they haven't done for no reason, which is a concept I just don't understand. Like, why would you make an artist or anyone apologize for something they haven't done, and make them stand in front of a crowd to say, I apologize, I've disappointed you? And biggest example of this regard that I can give you off the top of my head is what happened with NCT Taeyong with his school bullying allegations. It came out of nowhere, and SM basically made him apologize about whatever he has done, which obviously wasn't true. And after a while, the school, the teachers, even like the students from the school came up and said, oh, these are all false. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is he being made apologize when he hasn't done anything wrong? And it's not just Taeyong, by the way, it's just other idols as well. They're made to apologize for something that they haven't done, just because it's good for their image to just admit, to say, oh, apologize for inconvenience or disappointing you, my fans. Once again, if you haven't done anything wrong, why would you make your idol or anyone apologize? It's just a concept that I don't understand, and I've only ever seen it in like the K-pop culture, K-pop Korean culture, or idol culture. That makes sense. But yeah, I feel like once again I've gone off way too off topic, but it was nice to see him have a sit down and talk with his friends and have a heart to heart. I would say it's nice to have that support system even back home as well, and now that he's refreshed, it's much better to see him come back, which I'm quite happy with. Once again, I feel like I've ranted for way too long, but I do want to say that if you don't want to support him or his comeback, then don't. So yeah, no one is forcing you to support him, but that doesn't mean you should be going out of your way to leave hate comments or death threats, stuff like this. Instead of just wasting your time on something like that, I would recommend going to your faves, leaving nice and positive comments. Just, if you hate someone or don't like someone, why would you waste your time hating on them? I feel like that takes a lot more energy. I don't really understand this concept. Whenever I don't like an idol or anyone, I try to think of them, I try to not think of them at all. I want to keep them out of my mind. Why? Because it's a waste of time. I would rather just spend that time supporting someone that I like. But once again, he has apologized for it. He's matured and he's decided that he's gonna learn from this experience and make himself a better person, which I'm actually proud of him for that. And if you want to call me Delulu or whatever, but I'm gonna stay and support him and however way that I can. Once again, you don't have to, but it is up to you. These are once again my opinions and my thoughts. Also, I just want to say, don't come at me. I know some of you people support actual criminals like Singri or the people who were involved in the Burning Sun scandal. I see you, and you guys know who you are, so just a heads up. I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, that's it for today's video. It was once again me going on a bit of a rant, but I felt like it was a video that I wanted to make. I know no one really asked for it, but it was something that I felt like I should share. These are once again my opinions, these are my thoughts. If you don't agree with them, it is completely fine. Everyone has their own beliefs, whatever they follow. And yep, that's it for today. I'm gonna have normal videos back up after this, so don't worry, there's gonna be one OK Rock or other reaction videos coming soon, so stay tuned for that. That's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you don't, then it's just fine, it's not for you. Well, sayonara, senpai junpai lagi, annyeong, bye!